Hello and welcome to this video on how to convert a percentage to a fraction. So in the last video, we looked at how to convert a fraction to a percentage, which is trickier than this video. So this should be simple if you've watched the last video. Let's check it out. So to convert a percentage to a fraction, we're going to follow this process. Percent sign means divide by 100. We're going to rewrite as a fraction over 100. And then we are just going to remember to leave fractions in their simplest form. And by dividing by certain factors. So if the numbers end in 0, you can divide by 10. If the numbers end in 0 or 5, you can divide each of them by 5. If they're even, they're divisible by 2. And you check if the numerator is a factor of the denominator. This will make sense soon. So let's check it out with an example. Convert 85% to a fraction. First thing to realize is that the percent sign means out of 100. So you can put this straight into fraction form. 85 out of 100. So that's step 1 done. And then step 2, remember to leave fractions in the simplest form. So that's where we're using these orange box facts here. So that you can see that the numerator and denominator end in 5 and 0. That means that they are divisible by 5. So that's how we can simplify a fraction if we don't have a calculator. So I just reached for my calculator actually. So 85 into 5, let's just do a little division. So in year 7, you don't have your calculator to use, sadly. But this is okay. 5 into 8 goes once, remainder 3, 5 7s are 35. So it's important to know your times tables. All right, so this will be 17 on the numerator, and then 100 divided by 5. So that is 20. All right, 5 2s are 10, 5 20s are 100. Now, have we answered the question? Convert it to a fraction in simplest form. It looks like a fraction. 17's a prime number, I believe, so it doesn't have any factors. We're looking good. Let's check out this one. Convert 125% to a fraction. Now, when I see a percent like that, it's over 100, I like to break it up and look at it as this. 100% plus 25%. And then that looks a bit simpler. So 100%, remember that percent sign means out of 100. So you could either remember that 100% is the same as 1, or you can always just rewrite it 100 out of 100. And anything divided by itself is 1. Now let's look at this 25% over here. This is a common percentage, so you might want to memorize the common ones, but if you didn't know, we can do it. It's fine. 25 out of 100, since that percent sign means out of 100. And then if you can realize that 25 is a factor of 100, then that would be awesome. All right, it's one of those special numbers. So let's divide top and bottom by 25. 25 divided by 25 is 1. 100 divided by 25 is 4. Okay, so 1 1/4. You can just rewrite that as 1 1/4. That is it as a fraction. And if it was asking for an improper fraction, you would convert this. Okay, so that might be another video for me to do. Next question. Now, you might want to pause the video and try this question on your own. And if you're having trouble, then keep watching. All right. Convert 36% to a fraction. Thing to realize is that percent means divide by 100. This is what I think of in my mind. Percent means out of 100. So I'm going to write this straight down as a fraction. 36 out of 100. I've got it in fraction form, but I need to remember to always leave fractions in simplest form. So that's where we use this orange box. Now we can see that they're even numbers, right? So what do we think is the common factor between these? That's right, it's 2. we're going to divide by 2 on top and bottom, unless you can think of a bigger factor, which I've just thought of, but it doesn't matter. We can take our time. So 2 into 36, well, I'm not quite sure what that is, so let's just do a little division. 2 into 3 goes once, remainder 1. 2 into 16 is 8. So 2 times 18 is 36. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And then we ask ourselves, is that in simplest form? Well, not quite. They've still got common factors. They're both even. So let's just keep dividing by 2. I'm sure that this will get us there. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. 50 divided by 2 is 25. All right, now that's, yeah, it's looking like there's no common factors between those. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. If you're trying to work out the common factors, you can always just list them out. So the common factors of 9 and the common factors of 25. I'm just going to list them out in a table. The common factors of 9 are 1 and 9. 3 times 3 is 9. That's about it. And the common factors of 25, 1 times 25 is 25. What else we got? 5 times 5 is 25. And you can see that there is no common factors there, right? But that's why we have simplified it fully. And this is the summary of the past 2 videos. So this is what we looked at in the last video. Converting a fraction to a percentage is where a lot of students get confused. So that is the bow tie method. Okay. But yeah, check out the last video for that one. But this is the one that we did just then, converting a percentage to a fraction, which is a lot simpler than the last one. So you just need to remember that the percent sign means divide by 100 to get it in that fraction form. And then always leave your fractions in simplest form. But yeah, I really recommend you go back and watch that other video on converting fractions to percentages. And I will see you in the next video, which is converting decimals to fractions. Okay? And yeah, have a great night or morning.